My name is Tom Erickson. I've been with Northwest Airlines for 32 years. I'm presently a captain on the 747-400. Hong Kong, we kind of weave our way through the mountains there. Rather than going straight at the runway, we come at it at an angle, and then the last half, 3/4 of a mile, we make a right-hand turn, turning to the right and landing on the runway. So it's flying almost a little bit reminiscent of back in my Air Force days and flying fighters, or that type of airplane where you had a more of an aggressive approach landing to the runway.
My name is Chip Crosby. I'm a captain for UPS. I started flying into Hong Kong in the DC-8s originally, and I'm currently flying Captain 747. The approach starts out in a fairly conventional manner as you join onto the instrument guidance system, which is really very much like an instrument landing system in that it has a left-right course guidance and it has a vertical up-down glide slope guidance. You really stick with that until you're in fairly close. From that point on, that's the difference between a regular approach and Hong Kong, because at that point, down at about a little less than 600 feet above ground, you're required to perform a 47-degree right turn to line up on final. That turn actually doesn't really commence until maybe 500 to 400 feet above ground, and ground in this case is an extremely heavily built-up, populated area underneath you with all kinds of lights and everything. And during the course of this turn, you're down to just 300 feet, depending on where you get the airplane rolled out wings level. Sometimes you're not wings level until you're almost inside the airport property. That gets interesting.
An IGS stands for Instrument Guidance System, and an ILS is an Instrument Landing System. In other words, with an ILS, you can follow that beam right down to the runway, whereas an IGS, it's displaced from the runway, and if you followed it all the way down to the ground, you would be in a lot of trouble.